Morning campers, it's nearly Christmas. I think there's like 2 days to go after this, and like tomorrow is like Christmas Eve, so it's nearly Christmas. And because it's nearly Christmas and because outside is rather dark, miserable and just meh, and it's making me feel a bit meh, I decided I was going to do a little Christmas glow up challenge and cheer myself up a little bit. To start with, I'm going to put a face mask on, and it's the Jake Jamie Feed Your Face Watermelon Mask with Revolution. This is the one I always use, my go-to. I absolutely love it, and it's kind of festive because it's red. Albeit it's got seeds in and they're kind of not very festive, but red, that will do. While that's on my face, I'm going to paint my nails. To paint my nails, I use the Blue Sky or Scorch gel nail thingies. So base coat, top coat, and then the colour I'm going to be using is a Scorch one, and it's called Blood Red Moon, and it's like red like that, which is pretty red. It's kind of like a festive kind of red. I was torn between this and then I do another colour called Tinted Love, but Tinted Love's kind of pinky kind of colour. It does have shimmer in it, and I just kind of decided that in the end Blood Red Moon has a Halloweeny sounding name, but it's definitely a Christmassy kind of red, so I'm going to use this one. As ever, got my nice Andorian antennae. I always go to call these ears, but they're not ears, are they? Because Andorians have like humanoid kind of ears on the side of their heads like we do, but these are antennae, not ears. Well, quite why I always say there is, I don't know. But my Andorian antennae are on, so it must be time for face mask. I managed to break my compact. Like, trust me for being like so clumsy, so I kind of have like the bottom of the compact out now. The top of it's somewhere over on the shelf over there, probably, most likely anyway. Right, let's get this face mask plonked on so I can do my nails. I hate it when this happens. The top like part of the lid has just come out and like welded itself to the top of the cover. Honestly. To be honest, I'm just going to lob that. I'll sort that out later. I've been having a kind of bad day today. And they said that bad things always happen in threes, and I've had like 2. So, to start with, I broke something. I dropped my bottle of Gaviscon, basically, and it broke all over my floor. And second thing I did was scald my fingers while cooking. So if you notice, the fingers on my left hand at the top are kind of a little bit pinky red. That's because I've managed to scald them. You'd have thought I'd have learned by now. Do not open a pan while it is hot, while stuff is cooking, and while there's a lot of steam. Put your fingers in the way the steam's coming out. I mean, it's common sense, isn't it? But clearly my brain today possesses none. But there we are. Oh, I suppose the next bad thing that could happen would be I'll drop this all over my bed, and it's like, bugger. But there we are. That's not going to happen. Much de-stress of the face. Oh, I've literally been gritting my teeth so much today that I have knots all in my face. Suddenly I understand why my cat likes it so much when I stroke his cheeks and massage the top of his head. Oh, it just feels so relaxing. Right, I think I got everywhere. Limera says that yes, I have gotten everywhere. All my face is all shiny, which is good. There's another bit in my hair. My eyebrows do look a bit weird, wonderful and wacky with some of the seeds stuck in my eyebrows, but I don't care. Right, where's the liquidity before it does actually go anywhere? Right, I am going to disappear off camera now and do my nails, which will probably take about 20-30 minutes, and then I'll pop back when it's done. I'll wash my face mask off so my skin's all nice and moisturised and smooth, and my nails are now done. Slightly messy, but oh well. My nails aren't in the best of conditions. Dry weather's kind of like dried all their nail beds out, and then this one is so short because I managed to clonk it with my car tailgate while shopping, so that was I've had one of those weeks where I've either broken things or I've had like actual disasters. So yeah, that was one of my disasters, was breaking a nail. And then I've got, a couple of others have broken on the nail beds as well, and they're just not in the best condition in the world. But it's okay, they look good, they look like kind of festive-y, and I just feel really therapeutic painting your nails. Right, so on to the next bit, which is makeup, and I dug out all my bits of makeup that I intend to use, and there's quite a lot all over my bed, and then I have like this whole lid full of makeup, so it's going to be fun. As usual, primer. Again, the Tasty Peach one that I always use. See, I've been using this for like ages, and I use it pretty much every day. So I sort of spray it and then use it for like concealer and like BB cream or whatever. And I seem to hardly have like made a dent in it. I think I've got like this much still left in it. Like this much still left in it, so that's not bad going, and I've had it for like maybe 6 months now, so it's drown myself. Ooh. Oh dear, that's cold. One of the downsides with having like a priming spray when you live in a cold house is that your priming spray ends up absolutely freezing cold as well. It's like ice water on my face. It does feel kind of nice, but oh, that first spray was horrendously cold. And I'm going to tap this in with my beauty blender, just because it takes a while for it to sink in itself otherwise. While I was painting my nails, I got one of my books for my master's degree dissertation, so it was like, oh, research, what is it? So you know full well that this book's like going to end up covered in all kinds of post-it notes. It's going to post more post-it notes, an actual book probably, and all kinds of like notes all strewn all over the pages. So that's quite exciting. And then for the rest of my base makeup, I have my usual Avon True Colour Flawless liquid foundation and usual stippling brush. That priming spray's made my lips feel a bit numb now I've sprayed it on. Oh. And immediately my skin starts to look a kind of decent-ish colour. I thought, oh, I don't look so ill now. My skin tone seems to look a lot worse in the winter, and I think it's because like my skin is naturally kind of quite translucent, and I have Raynaud's disease, and sometimes it kind of like the discoloration from Raynaud's disease ends up in my face. That's why sometimes, especially in the winter, you'll notice the back of my hand, you can see like all the veins and stuff. It doesn't yet go blue in my face, which I think is a good thing. Occasionally I get blue lips, blue end of like tip on my nose, but that's about the most of it. Oh dear, look a bit streaky. This foundation always does look a bit streaky when I first put it on, but once it starts to like set and settle into my skin, it starts to look okay. I do usually go over and tap it with my beauty blender anyway, just to kind of even out the tone. See, the problem now I have forehead lines is trying to keep a straight face while I'm doing makeup, otherwise I end up with like empty bits on my ridges. I think that kind of looks okay. Which means I literally cannot pull any kind of expression at all, which is bloody nightmare. That's applied. I'm just going to tap it in now with my beauty blender, just to make sure it's all nice and even, and to take off any excess. It's kind of quite therapeutic as well, kind of massagey. There we go. And now straight onto the concealer, which I've kind of been new one of because this one is disappearing rather fast at the moment, it seems. Scrape it round. Ugh. I'm definitely running out. My under eyes are kind of quite discoloured at the moment. My under eye bags are horrendous. Probably because my ceiling fan's gone out the window, but I have noticed that especially like here, it's like really, really dark. It's taking like 2 or 3 coats of concealer each time to like blend in properly. That looks better. I look slightly less tired now. Dot a bit on my nose because I can still see my blackheads through where the foundation is. Spots on my chin. Right, base is more or less done. Just got to plonk on some of me. It's not even sprays; it's setting powder. Setting powder brush. Just to stop everything from creasing, and my eyelids have like already creased. And happy dozy. That was all the time. So I have my usual Avon Mark brow thingy. It's called the Perfect Brow Styling Duo. It's basically just like powder and wax, which is, well, it do work. So we use. My eyebrows are in desperate need of being tinted again. I was going to do them when I did the roots in my hair, but I haven't yet gotten around to doing that. With my hair cut, haven't yet had time to dye it. I'll get around to it at some point, probably before the new year. At some point maybe. But those things need kind of plucking as well. They're getting a little bit overgrown. A little bit brushy, bushy, whatever. At some point I'll give them a brush through just to make sure they definitely stick, but they feel okay. Now then, onto eyes, and I'm kind of trying to decide whether I want to do like an eyeshadowy look, a full-on eyeshadowy look, or whether I should just do eyeliner. And I think because I've done my base already and I already got my eyes to go off and correct it, I'm probably just going to do a liner look. So you might have seen in a couple of my past videos I've been experimenting with trying out different kinds of like wing liner and getting it in the right place. Well, I found through my experimentation that my eyes aren't kind of the right shape to do it with like a pen. I basically have to do it with an eyeshadow and a brush and light little strokes. It's just, especially on this eye, because my eyes are quite heavily hooded, they're quite deep set, and I've got a lot of excess skin that's on my actual eyelid itself. And then on my left eye in particular, I've got like a dent in between where the ball is and where the socket is, and pens and things just tend to get stuck in this gap and then won't flick up. And it's like, I can't flick, it's got stuck, and then eventually pull it over the corner of my eye socket and it goes whoop. So light strokes and an eyeshadow. Now then, I am back with my angled liner brush, and I have my I Heart Revolution Galactic palette, and basically there's a nice little eyeshadow in here called Far Far Away that I'm going to use just to do like a basic wing liner. You have to bear with me because it's probably going to look a slight bit blobby because I'm not 100% yet used to doing this, and I do have to kind of like squint a bit because my eyesight's so bad. Let's start with my right eye. Kind of get in through the lashes and stampy. Look how slowly. There. Yeah, so you can kind of see what I mean by the fact I've got excess skin by how I've had to drag the liner up very, very gently, and you can kind of see where like all the ridges and stuff are. I say ridges. Now I kind of like have to stamp it right above my lash line. Start with ow, and not poke myself in the eye might be a good start and all. Again. It definitely looks a lot neater than when I did it last time. It was kind of all blobby last time. I think a couple of people may have like noticed in the comment section, but oh well. It's the first time I've done it, like, and properly done it and worn it in the video. So rather than just doing the wing, done the whole like all. Right, let's go back in and give him a little angle to the wing, which is like here. I'll dot more of that. Make sure I have my angle brush the right way up, otherwise it's not going to work very well. And then gentle stamps. That's it. That's it. That's it. See, look, can you see how it looks now? Yes, so I kind of like went in and then stamped along and then joined the two lines together. I kind of have to do that because my eyes are in two different sections. This eye is even worse because my lower lash line goes upwards, so I can't really follow it along and have them look even, so I kind of have to fill in a little bit and then follow that line across. I am now going to go off camera and I'm going to finish it, so like draw it on, stamp it and then do the other eye. This one is a pain in the bum to do, it's an absolute menace, this eye, so it's best I do it off camera, otherwise I'm going to be here all day. So, ta-da! Eyes. You can immediately see my right one is a lot better than my left. It is a tad messy, I'm still not yet quite used to doing it, but I'm getting there, definitely on this side. This side's a bit more of a challenge. And unfortunately this side, which is my left one, is my dominant eye, so yeah, it's quite difficult for me to try and make this eye, which is my non-dominant one, see when I'm trying to like use a brush on this side because it just doesn't want to. But it looks okay, I think. Obviously they're not even. I don't think I'll ever be able to perfect the evenness of them, and this is purely because they're different shapes, so this one's more rounded and this one's slightly more pointy at the ends rather than being symmetrical, so I have no idea if I'll ever be able to get them fully symmetrical, but it's on, my eyes look defined, it looks okay. It's a tad messy, I have noticed it's smudged, that might be because it's just eyeshadow. I have gone back in with a little bit of concealer, particularly under my eyes, which is using my brush under this eye, and all of a sudden twitch goes my hand and it was like, oh no, it kind of messed it up a little bit, but it looks okay. It's a tad messy, but meh. Only my second time ever doing this like for a YouTube video. I'm quite impressed, considering the amount of hours I've spent practicing and honing skills and doing whatever else. I'm quite happy with it. So the mascara that I am going to use, well, first of all I'm going to use a lash primer. I have the Rimmel Ultimate Boost Volume Primer in the white one, and then this one is the Rimmel London Lash Accelerator. This one's looking quite battered and beaten now. I think I may have to like get a new one of these. I've had it for like quite a while now. It's not quite empty, but the packaging is starting to like show signs of wear, like it's rubbing off. To give you an idea of how often I actually use it. I find that using the lash primer helps my mascara to go on a little bit better, and it also kind of stops my lashes clumping together. But the primer's like now towards the end of its life. Again, I've had this one for a little while and I do use it daily whenever I use mascara, so I'm not surprised. Just a light coating of this. And I never use it on my upper lashes as well, otherwise my lower lashes suddenly look like they're like pointing down towards my cheekbones, which is not good. Because it's quite old, it is starting to like leave me nice big clumpy bits stuck to the underneath of my eyelashes, which then look like I've got like skin or sleep sticking to them, which again isn't fantastic. I think in the new year this one might be going. As a brush, I can't put mascara on with the brush, can I? With my foundation brush, not a good idea. Somehow I don't think it's going to work. When you use a white primer, it is slightly easier to see where you've got to put your mascara, as your lashes are suddenly bright white. And if you can't see them, or you can see the bright white, you haven't like got any mascara on them. Just tap me. There we go, in the corner, thank you. And again, my eye being this odd shape, with the lower lash line kind of tucked a little bit under my upper lash line, it does affect how my eyelashes grow. I notice that they kind of, instead of growing out from my eye, they kind of want to go straight across. That they're a funny shape, and they don't seem to grow as thickly as they do across the rest of my eye. Which means that sometimes applying mascara can be a little difficult. A bit of pain. And I also don't have any actual eyelashes on the underneath of my eye, right in the corner either, which is a bit odd. But yeah, that's why my mascara kind of always looks lopsided. To comb the excess mascara off the ends of my lashes where it's all clumpy. This is just an old mascara wand. Does the job. So you can kind of see it does look very, very odd if you look just in this corner. Right, like in the corner of my eye. I don't have any eyelashes, which looks a bit odd, but we'll deal with that. I always wonder whether I should like get a little eyebrow pencil and just kind of like try and draw them on, or try and like get some fake ones to stick on, but I honestly don't know where I'd stick them, and then whether they'd be too long, and perhaps that's something I could look into. I have my contour palette, and I have a contouring brush. I do have another contouring brush somewhere, which has disappeared. Not that one. So when I contour, usually I use this flat thing just to like put on the initial line in a slightly darker contour shade, and then I'll use this slightly fluffier one to pick up a little bit of lighter contour shade, and then just sort of blend it all in. It's a lot easier to use this one for blending than it is this one, because this one doesn't really want to go in circles and it just wants to go up and down, and it tends to take my foundation and stuff off if I do try and use it in a circle, and that's not very good. So, dot of the darker one. Try and get my contour into my bloody place. Yep, there's a little line for that one. And then always the hardest to get it just perfect on this side, especially as my face is a different shape on either side. So my contouring always looks weird, because I have one that's slightly wider and then one that just wants to go straight down. So I kind of have to make the best of it, and then go in with my floofy brush and even it out a little bit. That's okay. Bring it down a tiny little bit more. My hair, fluffy bits always get in the way too. I don't really want to contour my hair. No offence hair, but I don't really want to contour you. We should hold that brush a tad further back. That's better. Isn't it? Very much so. Do the same on this side. I hate not having like a fully symmetrical face. A lot of these YouTubers have really symmetrical faces, and there's mine. There's one that's like one side that's not symmetrical at all. I have one nice side of the face and one crap side, a smaller, weaker side, and like a proper, okay proportioned other side, which is pain. I dot a little bit on the underside of my chin. I don't usually contour my chin. Might as well. And then top of my forehead, again I don't usually contour this, but I might as well. Yeah, all out, more or less. noticed that my accent's changing as well when I'm filming this video. It's like, I've been watching The Crown, so basically at the moment it's starting to sound like the Queen or Princess Margaret or somebody. Open. Thank you. Try not to chip my nails as I beg this thing to open. Oh, I'm going to get highlighted. That was a good start. And then have a little bit of this. And cheeky bit. I never blush across my nose. This was a quite low brush, but there we go. Yeah, no, I never like dot it across my cheekbones. I don't know why. I just don't. This would seem like quite a low blush, but oh well. I mean, like I've had like too many more lines if I'm not careful. I may blend some of this out a little bit. It does look okay. Last of all, for the highlight, I have the jelly highlighter. Now, I only want a tiny. It's all got stuck in the lid. Travelling to uni didn't agree with it, but yeah, I only want like a tiny dot of it. She said gets like a whole load of it. I think that will probably be enough for both. Let's dot some of that on my other finger so I can tap it into my other cheeky bone. Just casually dot it there. For my lips, I'm going like a nice festive red kind of colour, and this is the Revolution Hydro Matte in Red Drip, and again I'm going to apply it with a brush, an angled brush, because I tend to find that the doe foot puts far too much on. Perhaps it's just me and my awful skills with the doe foot, but putting it on with a brush is much improved application. Right, festive red, or slightly easier to apply with a brush. You know, I actually got the idea from watching an episode of Sherlock where Irene Adler's assistant puts her makeup on. I thought, I've got a brush. Perhaps I should have a go at applying that Hydro Matte with a brush instead of like that doe foot. Perhaps I might get a little bit further. Now I have the Glass Glow Fix setting spray, again from Revolution. More of my makeup seems to come from Revolution at the minute. I seem to adopt a favourite brand. Ooh. Oh, that does smell quite alcoholic. So now my makeup's done, I'm going to get on and do my hair. Earlier on today I washed my hair with these. These are the Colour Wow Colour Security Shampoo and the Colour Security Conditioner. It's made my hair feel all nice and smooth. Something I'm not used to since using shampoo bars and conditioner bars. It's made my hair all nice and smooth, and it's kind of shiny, but it is a little frizzy on the ends. That's always goes like that when I first have it cut. So I'm going to give it a brush and I'm going to put in some of this Percy and Reed Volumizing No Oil Oil. which I always save for special occasions. I'm a little bit knotty at the end. Now I only use a tiny bit of this, just a couple of pumps, because that's really all I need. A little goes a long way with that. And just smooth a bit in, focusing mainly on the ends, because that's the bit which needs it. We'll knot it straight back up again. I'll just knot and code all you out knots. And now you're all knotty again. See, I do quite like this oil. It smells quite floral, but it's not like massively overpowering, and the minute you put it in your hair it does kind of like die off like completely, this smell. So if you don't like massively perfumed hair oils, that's a nice one to use. My hair's quite fine and it's also quite damaged, and this hair oil works really well for me. It doesn't like weigh my hair down or make it go greasy. Adds a little bit of moisture as well, and a little bit of volume if you add it to the roots. Usually it helps to stop my hair being so detangled, but you wouldn't think I'd have my hair cut the other day. The way all the knots get into it. I know my roots are horrendous at the moment, but just bear with it. I don't care. I'll sort them out at some point. I did bring a box of dye home with me from uni. It's just not had time between having my hair cut to actually dump it on my hair, so I'll get round to it at some point. And tinting my eyebrows. Well then, next up comes an outfit. As you can probably tell by the hangers that are lurking in the background, I have a jacket. This jacket's from Restyle and I love it because it's got really dramatic capey sleeves, and I also like the zip because it's like moon shaped and it nips in at the waist as well, and it fits my waist. I have a tiny waist for my size. Like, I take a size 8 trousers, but if I wear high-waisted trousers I need like a size 2 to actually fit my waist, otherwise they just sort of hang off in a weird way. So I have that, and then to go under that I have this top from Necessary Evil. You can't see it too well on there, but at the top it has meshy sweetheart neck. It's meshy on the arms as well, and then it has these sleeves which kind of have like a bit of ruching on them. They're like 3/4 length, so they should go okay with the capey sleeves on the jacket, hopefully. And to go on the bottoms, I have these shiny silver trousers. Would you like shiny silver trousers? Initially I bought these to do like a costume dress up thingies, Villanelle, but then didn't manage to get a top in time for Halloween, so they kind of like went into my Christmas wardrobe, and I absolutely love these. Like, they're dramatic and dressy, and they're a great alternative to when like I don't want to wear a dress because it's cold at the minute and I really don't want to wear a dress. So I have trousers, and look at them, they're like really shiny. I love them. So you know when I said this jacket had on capey sleeves that were quite dramatic, I wasn't kidding. Look at that. It's like hanging off my arm, look. Sleevesy. I wasn't kidding. Dramatic capey sleeves, I can like drape them everywhere. I've also put in a pair of earrings, of the lightning earrings from Made by Lauren, and this is about it. I know I haven't got anywhere to like wear this out, don't panic, I'm not going out anywhere. There's like nowhere for me to go out to anyway, apart from out of my room. So I'm going out of my room, but I'm not going out of my house. So I'm going to go out of my room in this outfit and go and make dinner and then eat dinner and then come back up, take it off, put my pyjamas back on. That sounds about right. But yeah, I'm not going out, but I'm going out of my room, and I think that's reason enough to celebrate. And why the hell not? So you can see the sleeves at the top come down to like just about my elbow. Maybe a little bit longer, but I can quite easily just pull them back up again. The capey sleeves kind of go with it. It's definitely a vibe, this outfit. It definitely is. And I do really like the earrings, so they kind of go with it. I know my necklace doesn't 100% go with it, but I'm not taking this one off. I've had this necklace on for so long, like I never ever take it off, not even to shower or not for anything. It's always on, and I've had it on for that long that my body heat has like slightly bent the angel wing into the shape of my chest. So I'll always know it's mine because it matches the curve of my chest, which is excellent. Yeah, this outfit, it's really comfy and it looks cool. The problem I'd have with it if I wore it out was what shoes to wear with it, because I don't know. I probably would go with a pair of heels or a pair of sandals, but I'm not going out, so it doesn't matter. It means I could wear my trainers with it should I desperately want to. I will add some full-length pictures of this outfit so that you can like see it all in its glory, and there will be some obviously up on my Instagram and possibly also Twitter, depending on how I feel. So this was my Christmassy glow up, and I've gone from pyjamas and jumper and feeling particularly meh to full face of makeup and a pretty damn cool outfit, and I'm feeling quite good now. I felt quite depressed before, but my spirits have lifted a bit now. I think you could probably tell by when I was filming the video by the fact I was talking quite a lot and probably talking quite fast, which is something I do when I'm quite happy or quite excited. So yeah, it's definitely helped cheer me up a little. Well, campers, I hope you have a really nice Christmas. This will be my last one before Christmas. I don't really do Christmassy kind of videos, really, not like Christmassy haul kind of things. I don't want to brag about like Christmassy kind of purchases, so I'm not really going to do one of those. So the next time I see you will be after Christmas, before the new year, so I hope you have a really nice Christmas, and if you don't manage to catch up with my New Year's video before the new year, a very happy new year to you as well. See you soon. Bye!